The Warrior Heart is officially going on tour. And this is for women who are done, all women, regardless of culture, regardless of age. It is for 14 and up, these particular workshops, gatherings. And it is for women who are done with survival mode as a way of life, burnout as a way of leadership, and self-abandonment as a way of love. This is for women who want more from their life, their love, their leadership, and their legacy, starting with themselves by coming home to themselves. We are going on tour, and the first up is Dubbo, Newcastle, Central Coast, Canberra, Mildura, Melbourne. If you want to know more, go and check out my stand store. There'll be links below this video. And this is just for women who want to come together in ceremony, in connection. And it's not about doing more. It's not about becoming someone new. This is about coming home to who we've always been and creating a meeting place between who we've always been and who we had to become because life told us or experiences told us that we were too much, not enough, not allowed, or we weren't safe to be ourselves in the world. But something in us is shifting. There's a pull that is deeper than our current circumstances, a pull that is deeper than our fears. We are the seed and the source of everything that we want for others. In order for this tree to be able to provide shade, in order for it to become 100 to 200-year-old tree, it had to first take from country. But it's also a part of a bigger ecosystem. You are the seed and the source of everything that you want for your life, for your family, for your leadership, for your community, your culture. This is particularly true for Black Indigenous women of colour, for mothers, for leaders, for carers, for women who have been conditioned to believe that everyone else has to come first, that self-care is a luxury. I want to position this self-care as a responsibility. If you are responsible for other people, how you show up for others is determined by how you show up for yourself. The energy that you bring to the room, the health that you bring to the room. Is your love, your life, your leadership, and your legacy grounded in you being well? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you well in your mind, your heart, your body, and your spirit? Do you know who you are as the woman in those roles? Or have you become defined by the roles that you hold rather than you defining the roles that you hold because of who you are in your core, in your heart? And if you've lost your way or if you've become disconnected from that, these gatherings are a way for you to awaken and activate and rise into your warrior heart and into your truth. I had to come to Barkindji country, the country of my ancestors, my country, and do this in water, in ceremony, because I'm on this journey myself. I'm still on a journey of reclamation and of remembering of who I always was before life and experiences told me who I had to become. Who I had to become because I didn't know any different, because I was just surviving and trying to find my way through. And everything that I have done or achieved or become was out of survival mode, was out of crisis and chaos. And I've done some amazing things and experienced amazing things. I'm a mum of 5. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a business owner. I'm an Indigenous woman. I'm an auntie. Being an Indigenous woman and mother and auntie are the roles that seed and source and guide how I show up, how I love, how I lead. But in order to be able to fulfill my obligations to those roles, I had to fulfill my obligations to ensure that I knew who I was, that I was clear on my path, on my mandate, on my movement. So I am on my journey to my Warrior Heart Rising season, and I want to bring other women with me, because here's what I know to be true. When we come home to ourselves, when we know who we are, and we can walk into any room, any situation, any relationship and not abandon ourselves because of how someone else responds to us. We can manage our feelings because our identity is grounded. We know who we are, and our identity is not, it's unshakable. Our identity is rooted in our truth, in our heart, and in our power. Like this tree, the roots are grounded, the roots are strong, the roots are resourced. And we can walk into any room like our ancestors called us there. We don't waste energy. We don't need discipline. We don't need motivation. We don't need conviction or clarity, because we carry that with us. Discipline becomes devotion. We become ancestrally guided, culturally grounded and dreaming led in whatever is your faith or your culture. Again, this is for all women. This is for women who are just done abandoning themselves or switching off, shutting down, numbing, spiraling, scarcity mindset, victim mentality. You're done being the perpetrator of your own wounds, of your own violence. I hope I see you on the Warrior Heart Tour. And if you can't make a live session, we are having some virtual sessions, and you can also come and join the Warrior Heart community, which is a free community. It is there, it is live, it is active. And if you want to go a little bit further, you want to go a little bit deeper, and you want someone to walk that journey with you, we can work one-on-one as well. If you want to know more, hit the link up below, comment Warrior Heart, allow this to reach more people, to let me know that you're listening, that you're here. And I'm so excited, I'm so grateful and blessed. And along the way of all those locations of the Warrior Heart Tour, both what's coming up and the next 3 to 4 months, pretty much booked up until April, there is opportunities in those locations that I'm going to collaborate with schools, organizations, other women's groups, martial arts gyms, sporting gyms, because I'm also bringing myself as a woman, as a mother, as an entrepreneur, as an athlete, and with my story. So I'm looking to collaborate with sporting clubs, schools, women's organizations, youth organizations, and Indigenous organizations that would like to bring me in for a yarn, for a workshop, a fireside, whatever that looks like for you and your people. So keep your eyes open. And if you know of someone or an organization or a group that could benefit from my story, my journey, my energy, my passion, or the Warrior Heart, or you know of a sporting club where there are women's teams, and I can bring my journey as an athlete, as a world champion, as a black belt, and some of the things that I yarn about is my journey from suicide to world champion, becoming the Barkindji warrior and the birthplace for the Warrior Heart, which is also the title of my book, which is coming out in November of 2026. Mental health and resilience, high performance, empowering women, grounding ourselves in dreaming, identity and meaning, and finding our way home to ourselves. Big love you, mob. This is Chantel Thompson, the Barkindji warrior, and I'm bringing the Warrior Heart into the world, as is my mandate, my movement, and my millions, called and chosen for this journey, grassroots and global. And this is Barkindji country. Big love you, mob. Hit me up and let me know where I'm going to meet you.